G'day, down the shed today. I'll run through the way I'd change out a wheel bearing assembly on a Commodore. Anything from VR up to probably VE, VF. It's pretty much the same procedure for ABS or non-ABS. Let's get into it. Tools for the job: 10mm Allen key and socket, 19mm deep socket, ratchet, bit of tube, give you a little bit more leverage on the Allen key, wire brush, couple of 8mm bolts, I'll show you why, soft faced hammer or your normal hammer with a block of wood, a coat hanger or part of it just to hang up your brake caliper, some consumables, brake clean, WD-40, bit of medium strength Loctite and some rags. Start by removing your caliper bracket bolts. There's two of these, one at the top, one at the bottom. 19mm. There you go. With both those bolts removed, just remove your brake caliper assembly. With that cable tie or coat hanger, just loop it around the spring, bend it, put it through one of the caliper bolts, holes, hang it out the way. Remove your ABS wiring, which is just by lifting this little tab up, this plug, I'll get my hand out the way, should wriggle off. And just push that out the way. Removing the brake rotor. Let's just say it's worst case scenario because this has already fallen off. Grab some WD-40, give that hub a bit of a lube up, depending on your tooling. The soft hammer, belt in opposite spots to loosen it up. If you don't have a soft face hammer, the block of wood in opposite spots. If your rotor has jacking bolts, fit those in, tighten them up, and that'll pop the rotor off the hub by pushing onto the hub. The hub assembly is held on by these three 10mm Allen key bolts that I've painted with the white marker pen. We'll go through and undo them now. They're going to be tight, so just expect that. Now with those three bolts removed, it's time to remove the hub. Most of the time you're replacing it for a reason. It's knackered, so it doesn't really matter if you give it a decent hit on the back here. Spin it around. Starting to separate already. She's out. Before reinstalling your new wheel bearing assembly, give the surface area a good clean up with a wire brush and some brake clean. Once you're happy that this is nice and clean, reinstall and fit your new wheel bearing assembly. You can't really stuff it up. There's a hole for the ABS sensor to go through and there's a dowel. Just line all that up. Remount. I like to use a bit of medium strength Loctite on reinstalling. Fit all three of those bolts and tighten up. So go over those bolts a few times and make sure it's pulled in square. Now it's time to just fit your brakes again. With your new bearing assembly, just a bit of brake clean. Clean that surface. Rotor back on. Giving your brake rotor a clean as well. some brake clean. Reinstall your brake caliper, making sure your brake pads are still located inside the slides. I like to use a little bit of medium strength Loctite just to hold these caliper bolts in. Do them up tight. While you're here, if you've got ABS, refit the plug. Well, that wraps it up. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps you out. If there's anything I missed, throw it in the comments to help others out. Yeah, take it easy.